All right, everybody. Welcome to the Brevard Sports Network, our continuing coverage of youth football on this beautiful Saturday morning. And, folks, here we go. 10U action between the Satellite Beach Youth Scorpions and the Port Orange Hawks. Port Orange is 1-0 on the day. Satellite Beach is 0-2 on the day, as 6U lost in a hard-fought battle. Hard-fought come-from-behind battle to the Suntree Vieira Hawks, as the Suntree Vieira Hawks pick up a 20-12 victory in 6U. And also, as some of you may be tuning in, may have just watched 8U. 8U picked up, that was a running clock affair, 35-6 in favor of Port Orange. So that's where we stand on the day. Satellite Beach will be kicking off to start the first half. I have rosters for both squads, so here we go. I'd like to welcome Clark Smith, Spencer. I'm not going to even attempt that last name because that is I don't want to butcher it horribly. We got Rio Mark Bird, Stephen Darnall. So here we go. So we get set. Satellite Beach set to kick this one off. Well, getting set to kick this one off. Charles Nelson, welcome to the broadcast. Let us know who you're cheering for, where you're watching from. That's the only thing. I need a nail. Set to do the kickoff is number 15, Grant Schumacher. Nope. That's a squib kick and will be fallen on by the Hawks, as there's a scrum for it. And the Scorpions have recovered. They got in there and fought for it. The Scorpions recover the squib kick, and they'll start 1st and 10 on the 50-yard line. So already a great start to the 10U for the 10U Scorpions, and we'll have a chance to see this offense come rolling out. In the gun. And goodness gracious, it was snapped to number 88. Check that, number 87. Wait a minute. That's the 8U roster. I don't need the 8U roster. I need the 10U roster. And it will be second down. He lost a couple yards on that snap. And continuing to fight for yards. He's dragging defenders with him. Number 88, Crew Nielsen. And there we go, right back to the line. Scorpions are trying to get a quick start here. And Nielsen getting taken down in the backfield on that play. That time, a host of Hawks. That's going to bring up fourth down now. Fourth and about 12. They recovered the squib kick, but now they face a 4th and 12, and they got to do something with this. Nielsen takes the snap. Nielsen running right into your living room. However, he'll be taken down there by number 13, Jacob Borg. And Borg causes the turnover on downs, and it will be Port Orange ball. 1st and 10 on the Satellite Beach 47-yard line. I'd like to welcome everyone here watching on the Brevard Sports Network. Pleasure to have you joining me on this gorgeous Saturday morning. Quarterback almost in this wildcat formation. He's just going to try to push his way through. It's going to be number 18 on the carry. That's Preston Lawson. He'll pick up 2 or 3 yards on the play. Officially call it 2nd and 8. Lawson call. No, that's number 2 now. Number 2 has got some running room, and that's going to be Nathan Johnson. And now we're going to see a full substitution. What I think that was Port Orange trying to get their 2s in. Again, every player has to play a certain amount of plays, so I think they're trying to get their 2s in for the first couple plays. Number 12 is in the backfield. Didn't see who the quarterback was. Sends a man in motion. Going to hand off there to number 11. Number 11 cuts right upfield. Number 11 missing some tackles down the sideline. Finally pushed out of bounds. That's Jet Morgan, and what a first name for a football player that plays wide receiver, Jet. I love it. Tackle made there by number 14, Koa McCann. Or it might be K-O-A. Tried the hard count. Satellite looks like they're coming in on a blitz. Quarterback's going to have to keep it himself. Looks like the snap took half a second too long getting back there. And I believe it's going to be number 18, Preston Lawson. As now, all right, now the big switch of personnel grouping comes back in. Second and about 14. All right, now number 13 is at quarterback, Jacob Borg. Borg cuts up inside. Borg fighting for yards. Now turns it back again inside. He'll pick up a few yards, and that'll bring up third down and about 13. 3.5 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. I believe we're taking an official's water break. This water break brought to you by Kelly Williams Real Estate with the McCann Group. Contact Kelly at 239-297-9504 to contact Kelly Williams Real Estate, the McCann Group, Beachside. Hope everyone's having a great start to their Saturday morning. I'd like to welcome Roy Holbeck to the broadcast. Roy, it's always good to see you jump on. Brooke Moore, Devin Taylor, Jaquez Lawson, Loretta Kish, Larry Wilson, Ryan Hufty, all joining me here on this gorgeous Saturday morning here on the Brevard Sports Network. Now number 12 is in the quarterback position. That's Corbin Looney. Now check, that's number 10, Garrett Simonoli. And he's going to slip through a tackle. He's got space. One man to beat. The safety for the Scorpions got a hold of the jersey. If he doesn't do that, Garrett is dancing in the end zone right now. But that's a big first down conversion here. And it's 1st and 10. Ball spotted at about the 12 or 13 yard line as they are inside the Kelly Williams Real Estate McCann Group Beachside red zone. And again, they completely changed the personnel grouping. That's going to be number 12 on the carry. Number 12 will trip on the ground. That's Corbin Looney, who took the snap. And Looney not able to get anything going. Brooke Moore says, go Michael and Caden for the Port Orange Hawks from Coop. Got Jaquez Lawson, who says, go Hawks. And there's the snap. And once again, the Hawks are just pouring that rushing attack on. I believe that was number 12 on the carry again, Corbin Looney. 1:34 left to go here in the first quarter. There's a snap. Cutting up field. He's fighting for every yard he can. That there's going to be number 10, Garrett Simonelli. And Simonelli fighting hard for yards, and it's going to be 3rd down and about 4. They can pick up a first down before they get in the end zone. But there's a flag on the play. And now they say wind the clock, so that'll back them up. They got to get to about the 12-yard line. Fake run pass. It's caught. Touchdown. Port Orange Hawks. Number 13, Jacob Borg, to number 10, Garrett Simonelli. Jacob Borg to Simonelli. That was a beautifully designed play. The quarterback took it, made it look like he was going to run that play like they've been doing all the way down the field, stopped, set his feet, threw to a wide open guy, and he didn't try to lead him, and they're going to try to kick for 2. I love it. The snap, hold is good, kick is up, and it is short. But again, back to that touchdown play, he made it look like he was going to be a quarterback keeper. It almost looked like a quarterback power there. And instead, then he stops, set his feet, and he had a receiver open. To all young fellas out there watching who are learning the position of quarterback, when your guy's that wide open, don't try to lead him. Throw it to him, play catch, and let the athleticism do the rest. That was a beautifully thrown football, beautiful play design, and it's 6-0 Port Orange on top. Back deep for the Hawks. I cannot tell because they're holding their hands in front of their jerseys. Their arms are... All right, back there is number 87, Jaden Manino. Or Manio. Number 8 handling the kicking duties for Port Orange. And that's going to be a squib kick. Number 14. And you know what? That right there is exactly how you take a squib kick like that. It is bouncing. You get your hands on it, and you either dive on top of it or you take a knee. Beautiful job by number 14, Co McCann. I know a certain high school team who could have learned and used that lesson last night. Actually, a couple different high school teams. So now we'll see the Scorpion offense, which is not much different from Port Orange offense. There's number 88 trying to do it on his own there. It's Crew Nielsen. And this, was called Wildcat. That's essentially what it is. It's taking a couple of your best athletes, putting them back to the quarterback position. That will be the final play of the first quarter. Putting them back there in that quarterback position and, go left, go right, A gap, B gap, or C gap. But that will be the final play of the first quarter with your score. The Port Orange Hawks, 6. Satellite Beach Scorpions, 0. As we head to the second quarter. Again, Caleb Brown here on the call for all of the action today. All right, here we go. And I don't know who's got the ball, but whoever it is just lost a bunch of yards. It's going to make it third down. And I'll call it officially 17. Sorry, I'm not kicking that, am I? So third, check that. Well, third and about 15 or 16. The marker you see on your screen is the original line of scrimmage. And there's number 87 now. 87 cuts upfield. 87's got some room. He's going to go. It's going to be a foot race. Touchdown, Satellite Beach. Number 87, Jaden Menino. Wow. 3rd and 17, he said, I'm not just picking up a first down, I'm making a house call. And you know what? I also want to give credit to the receiver who got up and blocked. Blocking downfield did exactly. As soon as Manio passed him, Jaden passed him, he let go of the block. You let go of the block, perfectly timed, and let Jaden just run. That was excellent. And they're going to go for the point after. Whistle will blow this one dead. False start on the Scorpions. So we're all tied up pending this extra point at 6-6. So here we go for the extra point. They're going to hand it off there to number 2. Number 2's fighting for it, but not going to be able to get it. That was Ronald Senti. And Senti denied access. With 8:42 left to go here in the second quarter, we are all tied up at 6-6 after an amazing touchdown run. By Mr. Menino. Oh, 20 to 12. 20 to 12 was the score of the 6U game. Suntree Vieira versus Satellite Beach. Maria Watts says, "Let's go, Scorps." And number 29 doing the kicking duties. That's not 29. The wind is starting to kick up here at Zach Sealy Field, which, look, for those that are outside there, I'm sure they are very happy. I know we're happy here in the field house because there's a nice little cross breeze. And that's a nice kick. That one caught. And he found a seam and almost. Who was that on the return? That was number 81 on the return. That was Michael Martin who caught that. And he found himself a little seam taken down by that kickoff coverage. So this one here looks like it might be a good one. Line up now, they're in the I formation. Quarterback under center. I believe that's number 18, Preston Lawson. Lawson gives it to the second back through. Oh my goodness, what a hit there by number 34. Tyler Stewart came up and made the hit on Nathan Johnson. And the D-line for the Hawks is trying to get the crowd involved. They're trying to pump up the crowd. Trying to get the crowd involved. I love it. I love the energy here being shown by both squads. Lawson calling out his orders like Tom Brady. He's going to give it off there, number 12. Number 12 cuts around that right side, turns the corner. He's got a couple to beat. Taken out just inside the 5-yard line. All right, we're going to switch sides here. Whee! Number 12, Corbin Looney. What a size for a 10-year-old, too. You could have told me Looney was a 12. If Corbin Looney was playing on the 12-year-old squad, he would still look big. Good size and great running form, too. Johnson now takes it from the Wildcat position. Take it down inside the 2-yard line. It'll bring up second and goal from about, officially marked at about the 3-yard line. Pick up a yard on the play. Second and goal from the 3. Number 7 coming in under center, Cooper Hill. No, check that. That's going to be a direct snap there to the back. And he's in. Touchdown, Port Orange. think that might have been a direct snap there. I didn't see who was in on that touchdown. My apologies for that. And the kick's not going to be able to be gotten off. But with 6:02 left to go here in the second quarter, it is 12-6 in favor of Port Orange. Port Orange Hawks fans celebrating in the chat. Love to see it. There's a bouncer, and he'll be taken down right there. Will the returner? I was number 2 on the return, Ronald Senti. Okay, that was Preston Lawson. Thank you very much. I couldn't tell from here. I'm glad you were able to. So that's Preston Lawson, who had the touchdown for the Port Orange Hawks. I'd like to give a thank you to Michelle Naomi. Greatly appreciate you. And look at that, bounces off tackles. He's got some room. Does he have the speed? Cuts inside. There's a flag. There's a face mask. So whatever this is, this will be an extra 15 yards added to this run. Number 87 was on the carry. Jaden Menino. And so that'll be a face mask on Port Orange, and now we'll take an official's timeout with 5:24 left to go here in the second quarter. I'll tell you what, this game here looks like it's going to be interesting. Just when you think Satellite Beach is backed up, they're backed up deep in their own territory, 3rd and long, 2nd and long, they have someone just pop up and out of nowhere come make a play, and then that play was going to be a nice play on its own. Then you tack on the 15 extra for the face mask. And right now, the Scorpions are deep inside Hawk territory. Currently, ball sitting on about the 29 yard line. Maureen Divine Brown says, "Way to go, Hawks." From wherever Hawk and Scorpion fans are watching, we're glad you could be out here, and we'd like to give a shout out to our sponsor there on the bottom, Kelly Williams Real Estate, the McCann Group Beachside. Their sponsorship made this possible for BSN to be out here on this beautiful Saturday morning. So, again, big thanks to Kelly Williams Real Estate and the McCann Group for allowing this broadcast to be made possible. Under center, that's going to be a new quarter. That's number 1. Gives it number 2. And that was Kyler Dyer on the toss to Ronald Senti. And that'll bring up second down and about 9. 4:20 left to go here in the second quarter. Kyler Dyer under center. Dyer's going to take it on his own. He's got himself a big hole. And the Hawks quickly close it after he picks up a couple of yards. Great tackles there made by number 6. Check the number 8, Luis Ramirez. And I believe that was 34, Wesley Dupuis. Jaquez Lawson watching from Fort Wayne, Indiana. All right, and there's 87. Menino trying to get somewhere outside, and unfortunately, the speed of that Hawks defense, you're not going to be able to run sideline to sideline with them. Clock stopping with 3:09 left to go here in the second quarter. I'd like to welcome Vincent Knowles to the broadcast. Katie Potter, Katrina Pfister. There was a penalty on the Hawks. I didn't see what the call was. What was that? Special shout out to Zane Estrada. All right, so penalty came on the Hawks, and it's third and short. Instead of fourth and long, it's third and short. Third and about 3. And wide open, up the gut, into the end zone. Touchdown, Satellite Beach. Number 80. I do not have an 80 on my roster. Check that. That was 88, Crew Nielsen. Nielsen puts that one in the end zone. And we're all tied up at 12 with 2:42 left to go here in the second quarter. And did he get in? Yes, he did. And it's 13-12. Scorpions have their first lead of the day. What a job by that Scorpion offense marching down the field. Got Yasina Bossino saying, "Let's go, Scorps." Sammy Nielsen tagging somebody. Tagging another member of the Nielsen family so they can go back and grab that touchdown for the highlight tape. All right. Here we go. And there's the squib kick. And great job by the returner, making the first man miss. He's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Port Orange Hawks. But there is a flag on the play. And something tells me there's going to be something along the lines of illegal block in the back, if I had to take my guesses. Illegal block in the back. So that will negate that touchdown. He was so fast I couldn't even get his jersey number. I mean, he looked like the one boy from The Incredibles. Cannot think. Huh? Yeah, Dash. I mean, he's boom. No, I watching the replay back on my second device, I saw that there was an illegal block in the back, and that was a good call by the refs. There's the snap. And look at that. Beautiful job. Almost slips that tackle. That's going to be number 13 on the carry, Jacob Borg. Go Zane Estrada, watching from Fraxville, Pennsylvania. Here we go. Second down here. And great job avoiding the pressure of the pocket. He's got a man wide open. That's going to be number 8 slipping some tackles. Number 8 on the completion. That's Luis Ramirez. Was wide open. And great job by the quarterback, too. I believe that was Borg. Borg sat in the pocket, dodged a defender, slipped out of what should have been a sack, and dropped that ball right where he needed to. When you have him that wide open, don't lead him. Throw it to him and let him make moves. He did. Luis Ramirez on the reception, and it's a Kelly Williams and McCann Group beachside. First down for the Port Orange Hawks. All right. Switch windows here. Where we're at, where there's two windows right next to each other, and that's why you see the screen go out of focus sometimes, is because the bar that separates the two windows For some reason, the camera likes to focus on it and not these awesome players that kicking butt. Both sides. And there's number 12. Makes a man miss. He's got a cutback lane. Bouncing off of tacklers. Continuing to fight his way. And he'll have himself another Port Orange Hawk and a Kelly Williams Real Estate and McCann Group Beachside first down. Lori Zivik, grandparents watching from Port Orange, from Pittsburgh, PA. Go Hawks. And a timeout will stop the clock with 56 seconds left to go here in the first half. And we love seeing messages of people watching, grandparents, any family being able to watch from afar. We love seeing those messages. People who can't make it out to the field but can still feel connected to their families and watching their student athlete rock the house like only they can. Rolling out. He's going to dump it off there, number 15. Stiff arm. Delivers another stiff arm. Finally taken down. And they're going to try a little hurry up here. Number 15 on the reception. That's Brooks Bonomo. And they got to hurry up here. There's 34 seconds. Don't believe they have any more timeouts. Stops, throws back across his body. One-on-one. It's caught. Touchdown, Port Orange. Number 8, Luis Ramirez. Ramirez with the 2 biggest completions on this drive. And Port Orange takes the lead with 24 seconds left to go here in this first half. 18-13. So here's what they did. They ran that exact same play where he rolled out right, was looking like he was going to dump it off there to his short receiver, throws back across his body one-on-one as a high ball and let his guy go get it. Oh, is he going to put it in? Yes, he will. And that one will go in for the point after. So Port Orange takes the lead 19-13 with 24 seconds left to go here in the first half. I'm getting so excited, man. This is what I call a game. This is youth football, baby. I agree. I mean, and, again, that was a quarterback saying, I'm going to throw it up, and if you can go climb the ladder and go get it, go get it. And Luis Ramirez said, not only can I climb the ladder, I will bring the ball down and close the ladder all within one swift motion. I guarantee you this will beat whatever college football is going on today. This is the type of game you love to see. 19-13, 24 seconds left to go in the first half. And then a game like this, it's going to come down to adjustments. Who's going to make that adjustment that can win them the game? Because right now, both offenses are driving downfields. They are working the ball down the field with primarily the same type of offense. Throw a couple of athletes back there and let them run that wildcat. The thing for Port Orange, they seemed to have found themselves a passing game. And that one, Again, excellent job on the squib kick. You don't know where that ball's going to go. You take it. Don't try to run. There are too many dangerous things that can happen. Only take a second off the clock, take the knee, and let your offense come out on the field and have a crack at the end zone. Oh, wow, makes a man miss. Not able to make the second man miss. A big play in the backfield made by number 72, Kamarion Green. He flexing on everybody, celebrating with his teammates. He said, that's right, I know, I made the play. That's just what I do. Four seconds left to go in the first half. Does Satellite have something that they can pull out of the hat? Something important to remember. Port Orange gets the ball to start the second half. So the fact Port Orange just scored, if they can hold Satellite to not scoring, Port Orange gets the ball to start the second half. Actually, wait a minute. No, they don't. Because the Hawks or the Scorpions kicked off and recovered an onside kick to start the game. So the Scorpions get the ball to start the second half. I would almost just say take a knee here. Take a knee, go in, make an adjustment, and come back out second half ready to go. And they're going to take a shot. Incomplete. We are at halftime, folks, with your score. Port Orange Hawks 19, Satellite Beach Scorpions 13. We'll be back in about 10 minutes with second half action right here on the Brevard Sports Network. All right, folks. We are about 30 seconds away from kickoff here of the second half right here on the Brevard Sports Network. Caleb Brown here to bring you all of today's action. And we have ourselves a great game here in the 10U division. So far, one of the best games of the day as far as excitement. This was a game that, I really didn't know about how exciting and great it was going to be. I can tell you the game that I was truly anticipating today is the 11U, the next game, 11U. And that's because of knowing a couple of the players that are on Satellite Beach's 11U squad. The brother of 4-star Cocoa quarterback and Michigan commit Brady Hart. This is Landry Hart, his little brother. The little brother of Noah Flores. Aiden Flores is on that team, plus many other athletes. I just don't have their roster in front of me at the very moment. But I'll tell you what, typically especially once you get up to that 11, 12, and 14U, Port Orange has had some really good teams of late. And so I cannot wait for those matchups. But here we go, set to start the second half as the Hawks will kick it off to the Scorpions, and that time he's going to try to return it. It's going to be number 14, Cole McCann. And the Hawks will start off with great field position, 1st and 10 in Port Orange Hawk territory. And we'll mark it officially at the 45-yard line. There's a snap. Number 87 finds himself some running room. One man to beat. Cuts back. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Satellite Beach. Number 87, Jaden Menino. And just like that, we're back tied up, 19-19. The extra point. That's number 1, Kyler Dyer. Dyer under center. Gives it to Senti. Ronald Senti kept out of the end zone, and the extra point no good. So look at that. We're all tied up yet again. I hope you were able to use halftime to grab your popcorn, grab your snacks, grab that cold beverage, whatever it is. I mean, look, it's almost 1 o'clock, so you can feel free to start popping out the adult Pepsis, if you will, without feeling guilty about it. We got Mary Therese Bernardin says, yeah, Scorps, go, go, go. I'd like to welcome David Queen, Jason Bloomer. Look, I not judging anyone that has already had a few adult Pepsis to start their morning. Look, sometimes you need a little something harder than coffee to get your day started. You do you. As long as you're not behind the wheel, you're good. And that time, Port Orange just says, we learned our lesson the first time, got dropped to our knees and recovering that. And now we get this Port Orange Hawk offense. And he's going to catch that one on the ground. That was number 18. Preston Lawson caught that one. Knee touches the ground. Pop Warner, your knee touches the ground. Play is ruled dead. So that's going to be a loss of about 4 or 5 yards on the play. Call it 5. 2nd and 15 for the Hawks. Quarterback under center. That's now number 13 in at quarterback, Jacob Borg. One back behind him. He's going to hand it off to the back, and there's number 12. Number 12 tripped up, still running, and finally tackled at the legs. That's going to be Corbin Looney. And Looney brought down by number 34, Tyler Stewart, and Tyler Stewart with a touchdown-saving tackle. And there was some movement on the line. Who moved first? The referee's going to have a conference about it. I don't know. I couldn't tell who moved first. But judging by the Port Orange Lion left guard coming over at the right guard and saying something, I'm sure, very positive. Like, don't move. And it was said exactly like that, nothing more. And it's going to go down as a false start. I mean, because that's how every football player, anyone who's played offensive line knows those conversations go very politely. There's nothing mean said at all, never. Ball's on the ground, and they got to jump on it. The snap was a little slow getting back there and threw off the timing of the play. But now, what was that? But the Hawks moved and made contact, so instead of that being a loss, that was actually a gain of 5 yards. It's 1st and 9. Wait a minute. How's that first and – oh, because of the penalty. That's right. So it's 1st and 9 for Port Orange. It's number 13, Jacob Borg, under center. Borg going to take it himself. Borg trying to go around that left side. Cuts back inside. Into the teeth of that defense and still pulling out another 5 yards. 19-19 with 6:33 left to go here in the third quarter. Borg still under center. And there's going to be a flag thrown. And that's going to be false start on the offense. That'll back them up 5 yards. 1 step forward and 2 steps back. So it's going to bring up second down. Instead of second and about 4, it's going to bring up second and 8. Second and 9. Borg making his call at the line. And he's going to give it off there to Looney. Corbin Looney down the sideline and pushed out of bounds at about the 10, check that, the 12-yard line. Yep. Appreciate you very much. Coach for the Hawks have just brought me the 11U roster, so we got them. I'm good to go for 11U now. I'm excited. Plus the excitement of this game. Let's go. Port Orange lining up in the I formation. And now hands it off. Tries to cut back inside and right into the teeth of the defense. That's number 20 on the tackle. That's going to be Jackson Pizzino. Jackson Pizzino on the tackle. Did not catch the number of the. Okay, thank you. Number 10, that's Garrett Simonelli. And it's 2nd and 10, so he lost a yard. And Borg trying to get everyone lined up in the gun now. Borg, ball snap, slips right through his hands and right through his legs, falls back on it. That's going to be a loss of about 5 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd and 15 from the 20-yard line. And right now for the Port Orange Hawks, this is not where you want to have a blunder. You're inside the Kelly Williams Real Estate and McCann Group Beachside Red Zone. This is not where you want to have a blunder in a tight game. Again, this game is tight. And Satellite has shown the ability to move the ball down the field, both big plays and work a 7-8 yard play drive. So this is going to come down to they're going to have to put some sort of points on the board. Again, I'm not saying their defense can't stop them. That's not what I'm saying. But you don't know. You trust your defense can stop them. But you want to put points on the board right here. 19-19, 5:03 left to go here in quarter number 3. 3rd and 15 from the 20-yard line. There's a snap. And here comes that pass game. Double coverage, incomplete. Great coverage there. He overthrew his receiver by about 2 yards. I like the play call. Yes, was there a double coverage? Yes, but he has the height matchup over both of them, so why not? If you know you have the height matchup, use it. And that wasn't a bad ball either. Slightly overthrown. Snap rolls back. Borg steps up, and Borg will get sacked, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Satellite Beach comes up with a stop. With 4:47 left to go here in the third quarter, Satellite Beach defense gets a stop when they need it, Now, can their offense convert it into points? There's a carry. That's number 88 on the carry. It's Crew Nielsen. Gain maybe a yard. And it will be 2nd and 10 for Satellite Beach. Ball on the 21-yard line. There's the handoff, and around that, trying to get around that right side. Not able to go anywhere. That defensive line for the Port Orange Hawks, they are quick to the football, man. .244 and counting left to go here in the third quarter. It's going to be 3rd and 11 from the 20-yard line. Trying to get to the outside, and again, trying to go sideline to sideline with this Hawks defense. That's not equal to success. This Hawks defense is too quick. A lot of them, great first step they take. It's going to bring up 4th down with 1:50 left to go here in the third quarter. 4th and 14. Oh my goodness. He was shot out of a cannon. Is that number 8? Number 8, Luis Ramirez, who has 2 gigantic catches, comes in almost like he was shot out of a cannon into the backfield for a stop. That's a turnover on downs. And now the Hawks have the ball right back in great starting field position. About the 15 or 14-yard line. I would say take a shot here. I'd say you take a shot to the end zone. You have the matchups you want. There's no one on the opposite side there on Satellite's defense that I think you truly worry about. Send your big guy up. Hey, Lewis, you want to go right here? Lewis can out-jump most of the Scorpions, and he's got the height advantage. I'd take a shot here on 1st down. Borg checks at the line of scrimmage. Borg is going to toss out there to number 10. and trying to escape 2 tacklers. And that's number 34, who was the first on the scene. That's Tyler Stewart. Stewart, the first Scorpion. .40 seconds left to go here in the third. And that's going to be some free yardage given by the Scorpions. Offsides, 5-yard penalty. And so the 5 yards they lost on that previous play, they get right back. It's now 2nd and 10. Borg still under center. Borg hands off and right in the middle. Now he cuts outside. He's fighting his way down to the goal line. He'll be down at about the 2-yard line. And a little hurry up here. Again, checking the line. Borg under center. Hands off. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Port Orange. I believe that was number 12. Corbin Looney. With 2 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Point after attempt is no good. But the important thing is they put 6 up on the board. So look, you know, it was a great play call. Look, so, you know, I questioned, you know, how smart of the decision it was, or, you know, how possibly devastating it could be to not score on that first time when they got in the red zone. Their defense comes up, makes a couple great plays. That drive was set up by Luis Ramirez on the 4th down play, on the 4th down sack, setting up Port Orange, and they boom. Look, the defense was challenged, and the defense answered the call and put the offense back in a great position to make a play. Nah, they're going to call him down by contact. Satellite Beach jumped on that onside. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to change the scoreboard. So what does Satellite Beach have to offer? How do they answer? We're in quarter number 4. $9:59. Ball's placed. 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line of the Hawks. How do the Scorpions respond? And there is number 87 comes, darts inside, goes behind the tents. I can't see the action. Oh, my gosh, I see bodies moving everywhere. It was 87, Jaden Menino. Timeout called by Satellite. That's their first of the second half, as the wind is throwing things at the clock operator up here. She's had a long day herself. Plus, I believe we were talking about, you were at Friday Night Lights too. Look, for referees, JV football, Friday Night Lights, and then back up early in the morning for 6U. That I feel for all referees, both on the field and clock operators. That's a stretch. Look, being a referee at any level is not easy. And for those who do think it's easy, I would highly encourage you, become a referee. Because it's easy to sit in the comments section and say, oh, the refs didn't do this, the refs didn't do that. Be like our very own Satellite High School track and field coach, Doug Butler. He didn't like how soccer was being officiated. So what did he do? He went and took the test, learned some, and now he's making a difference at the officiating level. There's those who talk about it and those who be about it. Anyway, here we go. Second down, and oh my goodness. Where did he come from? Off the edge. That was number 72. Kamarion Green. Check that. Cameron Green. Cameron Green shot off the edge. Literally came down the line and just wrapped up. Boom. 8:40 left to go here in the fourth quarter. 25-19 the score, right up there on the McCann Group Beachside scoreboard with Kelly Williams Realty. And I believe we're going to see an encroachment on the defense. That'll be a free 5 yards. It was 3rd and 6. So that makes this 3rd and 1. Well, according to the marker, it lines right up with a first down. And that's what it was. It was third. It must have been 3rd and 5. 5-yard penalty. That gives Satellite Beach a first down. There's number 1, Kyler Dyer. Dyer's going to call his own number, and Dyer surrounded by Hawks. Ball's on the ground. Ball's up for grabs. This could be huge. And Satellite Beach will keep the ball. That could have been disastrous. Hey. Here we go. This is 2nd and long now. And once again, that Port Orange defensive line is just, it moves people. Therein was number 4 on the tackle, Parker Spomborough. believe that's Sponborough. Oh, wait, hi. I'm reading the wrong list anyway. Forget about that. That was Carter Green on the tackle. But there's a penalty flag on the play. False start on the offense. So that'll back them up. They need to walk it off. Ah, okay. So Port Orange declines it, makes it 3rd and 12. 7:16 left to go here in the game. Kyler Dyer in at quarterback for the Scorpions. Dyer telling everyone, get lined up, let's go. Under center. Drops back to pass. Dyer fires and incomplete. He was looking for his intended receiver, number 25, Abel Peoples. And that's going to bring up 4th down and 12. $6:59 left to go here in the game. Can the Hawks get a big stop here, or do the Scorpions have something up their sleeve? 4th and 12 from the 40-yard line. They need to get to the 20, about the 29 is where they need to get for a first down. And that Hawks defensive line numbers, but now wait a minute, there's a flag. And that was a late thrown flag. Face mask called on Port Orange. That's a 15-yard penalty, and that'll give the Scorpions a first down. So, a fresh set of downs here, just outside the red zone. And here's number 88. Slips through some tackles. Slipping and sliding his way down inside the 5-yard line. That was number 88, Crew Nielsen, who's been a consistent source of offense for the Scorpions. The Scorpions, they're on the doorstep, sitting at about the 5-yard line. There's a snap. And that Hawks D-line making a big play there. It's 2nd and goal. 5:40 left to go in the game. This is a big stand right here. Will the Hawks defense break? And a timeout called by Satellite. That's their second one of, and you know what? That's not a bad timeout. I like that timeout. Let's make sure everyone's on the same page, because if you're the Scorpions, you need to score here, because there is not a guarantee you get the ball back Because we know everybody knows that's been watching this game, the Port Orange Hawks can they make big plays and score again? Yes. But can they also give it to their big guys and just let them churn 3-4 yards away, running more clock? They can do that too. They have big number 12, Corbin Looney, who I would not want to try to go head up with him and trying to bring him down 3, 4, 5 plays as his legs just churn and burn. So this here. I love it, chat. I love it. Let everyone know this is where they need to be watching. Forget college football. Or at least have college football on in the background. This is what you need to be paying attention to right here. 25-19, 5:13 left to go in the game. Amazing 10U action right here on the Brevard Sports Network. Under center, number 1, Kyler Dyer. 2nd and goal. And the ball's on the ground. And jump back on by Satellite. Just can't have that. Coming out of a timeout? There's a snap. Give it off to number 87. And that Hawks defensive line makes a big stop. He loses yardage. And it's 4th and goal. Well, but see, Jaquez Lawson, but you're still commenting. But you're still paying attention to the game. You're still commenting and, paying attention to the game. So, look, you have that multi-purpose ability, and I like it. And the tent goes a-flying. The wind caught underneath that tent and said, nope. But again, same with you too, Michelle Naomi. You're still commenting, and you're still in this game. You know what's going on. This is what you're pretty much paying attention to. College just happens to be on in the background. Timeout call by Port Orange again. I like this timeout by Port Orange here. You want to make sure as a coach, all right, everyone take a swig of water. We're on this same page. All 11 have to be on the same page, both offensively, defensively. Who wants it more? 4th and goal from the 7. 25-19 with 3:38. This one, I would say, pretty much is for the ball game. Of course. And again, I appreciate everyone in the comments section who've been commenting and having a good time with me. I appreciate that. Look, these are long broadcast days, just like the referees. I've broadcasted a sport 13 out of the last 14 days. Whether it be volleyball, whether it be JV football, youth football, varsity football. And having you all here, keeping me company and making me laugh, it is very much appreciated. Here we go, 4th and goal. Trying to get the outside from the 7, and he's stopped. The Port Orange Hawks come up with a huge defensive stop. With 3:32 left to go. Now, if you're Port Orange, you got to play this smart. Well, I'll say this: if you happen to pop off a big play and score, that puts this one out of reach. But you also like to churn some clock here too. False start. Okay, it's not it's a. No, so it was a false start on the offense. Pointed the wrong direction. Half the distance to the goal. First and 15 from the 3-yard line. Borg under center. Borg hands it off and trying to go right up the middle, and the Scorpions, they can only stop the clock one more time. They have one timeout. .253 left to go. Can the Satellite Beach Scorpions defense get the ball back to their offense with enough time to score? 2.5 minutes remaining. Borg under center. Sends a man in motion. And they're going to fake the jet sweep. Wait a minute. That's a safety. Oh, wait, that was a fumble? I saw him put both hands up as a sign of a touchdown. Was that a touchdown? Touchdown, defensive touchdown for the Hawks, or for the Scorpions. And the Hawks, or the Scorpions defense comes up and scores. We're all tied up at 25. 2:11 left to go in the game. There was a mishandle. There was fumbled in the end zone. And the Scorpion defense jumps on the ball in the end zone and picks up a score. Are you kidding me, ladies and gentlemen? And now the point after, the crucial point after. Half the players are saying good, half the players are no good. It is no good. We're all tied up. We're all tied up. 25-25. Come on now, guys. You guys have been classy all day. It all started with the false start the previous play. Then there was a mess up on the handoff. Ball's fumbled in the end zone, and a Scorpion falls on it. I don't want to hear the refs being paid nonsense. This is a good game between two great teams right now. And in a close game like this, mistakes can and will cost you. And Hawks will jump on it now. If you are the defense right here, you have to be prepared for anything because we know this Port Orange offense has big play capability. They have a pass game, and they have guys that can bust loose out of the backfield. 2:11 left to go in the game. This is just a great game. This is just two teams, two Titans battling it out. Who wants it more? Hold on. Flag on the play. And that's going to be a penalty on Satellite Beach. Too many men on the field, can't get the personnel right, and that's a free 5 yards. Colton Prospect, I appreciate it, and I can't wait to see you play. Borg fires. Incomplete. Pass was low. Colton will be here. We're going to be here all day long. We will be here for that game. And like I said, can't wait to see you play. Here we go. I formation. Borg makes his call, makes his check at the line. Borg going to hand it off. And are you kidding me? Number 10 for Satellite Beach, Jacob Kinsey. Haven't called his name all day, but when I do, it's in a crucial spot for the Scorpions. 1:34 left to go. It's going to bring up third down here, a minute 13. Third down here, and Borg is, or that's not Borg, that's number 10, Garrett Simonelli. And it's fourth down. This is the most important fourth down right here. 1:02 left to go. Clock has been stopped. I believe that was a timeout called by Satellite Beach. All right, I don't believe any team has any more timeouts. I do not think so. I could be wrong. So if it turns out that I am wrong, like it typically does, you all can say, ha ha. Fourth and about 6. Got to focus on getting the first down first and maybe getting out of bounds. 1:02 left. Look, worst case scenario, you go into overtime. Four receivers to the top of the screen. And that's a free 5 yards. Now, who moved first, though? I saw the defense move first. And the defense did move first. Well, thank you, Michelle Naomi. Appreciate the kind words. So that's a free 5 yards. It's now 4th and 3. This is a big. This just got even bigger. Snap is over Borg's head, and Borg falls on it. That's a turnover on downs, and with clock stops with 58 seconds left to go. Now, you want to talk about. You want to talk about on the edge of your seat. This right here is what youth football is all about. Tied game, 58 seconds, short field. Can you step up? Who is that big playmaker on offense? This defensive line has been the MVP of the game for the Port Orange Hawks. In some of the biggest spots, they have come through. 58 seconds, 1st and 10. Trouble with the snap, and they're going to call Satellite down by contact. But the clock is running, and you know what? If you're Satellite, you're happy with that. There's number 87 who is getting wrapped up by that Hawks defense. 10 seconds left. And you know what? I wouldn't even rush anything here. You rush something, something goes horribly wrong. 2 seconds, 1 second. We are headed to overtime. 25-25, all tied up. Wow. Now, if I remember correctly, Pop Warner overtime is like college football, right? You get four chances from the 10. Again, it's been a moment since I've done Pop Warner overtime. We cover 4 different leagues here in Brevard County. So if someone in the chat knows and could help me out, that would be appreciated. I believe they go like college football. I just don't know from where they go. Something tells me it's the 10-yard line. Wow. Right, what a game. All right. So we'll find out. All right, so they're heading down. All right, yeah, so it looks like it's like college football. Again, I just don't know from where they start the drive. Oh, come on. So, yes, it's like college football overtime. You get 4 attempts from the 10-yard line. And I believe it goes 1-1. Should the Scorpions score first, the Hawks get an opportunity. So here we go. Call it for what it is. 1st and goal from the 10. Trying to get outside. Slips and he'll be brought down. Tackle made by big number 28. That's Remy West. West makes the play. Hawks players trying to get their crowd involved. They have traveled well today. There's big number 88. Number 88 picks up some positive yardage. Crew Nielsen. Brought down by number 11. We believe it's number 11, Jet Morgan. It's going to bring up third down now. It's still third and goal from the 10. Haven't picked up much. They haven't picked up a yard. Just getting back to the line of scrimmage again. Big shout out to that defensive line from Port Orange. They have been all-stars today. There's a snap, rolling, fires, end zone, incomplete. Great coverage there by the defender. Beautiful pass coverage. An official's timeout for the injured player. Again, we'd like to thank Kelly Williams Real Estate and the McCann Group for sponsoring today's broadcast coverage, as both teams will separate and player will get checked out. Look, these players have been out on this field a long time. It's Florida. We're on beachside. It's humid. There is some wind. I will say, the wind helps, but when you're busting your chops out there, hitting somebody, play after play after play, it's hard, man. Player was up, taking off under his own power, walking. So fourth down right here. 4th and goal. And the Port Orange crowd has come oh so alive. The biggest play. And a free 5 yards was given. I think the defense jumped off first. Offsides. You want to talk about, oh, wow. 4th and goal from the 5. Fourth and goal from the 5. And he's fighting his way in. He's fighting. Waiting for a signal. No good. The goal line stand. The Hawks get the goal line stand. Now, time for the Hawks offense. The last time they were on the field, the Scorpion defense was able to get a stop. There's the snap. And there's Borg. Borg barreling his way through and picks up some nice yardage down to about the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 5. If I'm the Hawks here, I go to that pass play. You have 2 receivers who have been clutch for you all game long. Give them a shot here on 2nd down and then decide what you're going to do on 3rd. I try to get Luis Ramirez one-on-one, just throw him a jump ball. And he's going in, he's pushing, he's shoving, he's reaching. And he scores! He scores! The Hawks pull it out in overtime. Borg, number 13, Jacob Borg, stretches it across the goal line. And the Hawks have taken a 10U victory. 31-25. Wow, what a game, ladies and gentlemen. What a game. And look, not a single kid on that field has to hang anything to hang their heads about. That was one of the best youth football games I have seen in quite a while. Wow. Both teams should hold their head up high. They fought so hard, took it to overtime. Thank you all for joining me. I'm going to end this broadcast, and I got to get ready for 11U action right here on the Brevard Sports Network. Thank you, everyone who hung out with me for this game, commented and chatted with me. The Hawks take a 31-25 victory over the Scorpions in the 10U division. Coming up next, 11U. And you know what? If that's a token of things to come in the these late games, I am here for it. See you back in a couple of minutes here on the Brevard Sports Network.